Good day, viewers. You are welcome. How to solve this nice system of equations for x and y. So we have two systems of equation here, x plus y equals 10 and xy equals 50. So to solve this, we consider the solutions. So let's say from equation 1, where we have x plus y equals 10. Then, so for getting the value of x or the value of y first, anyhow, we are going to make any of these the subject of the formula. Suppose I make y the subject here, so we are going to transfer x to other side, and here becomes 10 minus x. So we call this one equation 3 because we have equation 2 already. So then we now consider from equation 2, so which is x y equals 50. Then by replacing y here in this equation 2 with 10 minus x, so we have this as x into bracket of 10 minus x equals 50. And by expanding this one with x outside this parenthesis, so we are going to have x times 10, that is 10x, minus x times x, that is x squared, equals 50. Then let's rearrange this as the highest power. The highest power here is x squared, so we let it start these equations as minus x squared. Then a is plus 10x equals 50. Then let's try to make this negative vanished. So by doing that, we are going to multiply throughout this equation by negative. So by multiplying this one by negative, so we are going to have negative cancelled negative from here. Then we have this as x squared. So negative times positive, that is negative 10x. So this equals negative times positive here, we have negative 50. So we now have a quadratic equations. So what I'm going to do here is, suppose I divide this 10. If I divide 10 by 2, we have it as 5. Then I'm going to square this 5. After I squared it, then I add it to both sides. So we have x squared minus 10x. Then we have plus 5 squared equals minus 50 plus 5 squared. Then, so the whole of x squared minus 10x plus 5 squared. So we write this thing as x minus 5 all raised to power of 2. So when we expand x minus 5 raised to power 2, we get x squared minus 10x plus 5 squared. So this equals minus 50 plus, and here is 5 squared, which is 25. Then we have this as x minus 5 raised to power of 2 equals minus 50 plus 25. So this gives us minus 25. Then let's take the square root of both sides. So to cancel this, we take the square root of both sides. So from here we have the square root of x minus 5 squared. This equals, so from here we have plus or minus square root of minus 25. And from here, since we have introduced plus or minus, we don't have to consider the rule of absolute again. So we have to cancel this and this straight because we have already introduced plus or minus at this side. So here becomes x minus 5 equals plus or minus the square root of, so we have minus 25 here, which we can write this thing as minus 1 multiplied by 25. And by this, there are two numbers inside, -1 and 25, which we can separate them. So from here we have x minus 5 equals plus or minus square root of -1 multiplied by square root of 25. Then let's take 5 to other side. So we have x equals plus 5 plus or minus. So for every square root of -1, we consider it as I, which is an imaginary, and square root of 25 is a perfect squared, so we consider it as 5. So a is 5 multiplied by I, that is 5i. So therefore there are two values here. So we have x equals 5 plus 5i, and we also have our x equals 5 minus 5i. And when we consider from equation 3 here, so which says to get the value of y, so we have our y equals 10 minus x. So from here we can get the value of x when we start substituting this one here, and also substitute this one here, which means we also get two values for y. And let's try to substitute that. So when we substitute for the first x, we are going to have y equals 10 minus 5 minus 5i. So that is the first one, for the first value of x. So we have y here equals 5 minus 5i. So we see that there is opposite in sign. So 5 minus 5i and 5 plus 5i. And also at x equals 5 minus 5i. So we have to substitute it back again into this y, which is 10 minus x. So then from here we have y equals 10 minus, so minus, we multiply this out, we have 10 minus 5 plus 5i. And by this we can see that the value of y here equals 5 plus 5i. So this is the value of y for this. So we can just try to generalize them, that for the value of x comma y, so this can be equals to, for x we have 5 plus 5i, comma, so then y will be 5 minus 5i. And again for another value of x comma y, so if x is 5 minus 5i, so definitely we have y as 5 plus 5i. So these are the two solutions that satisfy this x and y. So we can try and substitute it in the equation, we get the result. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next class. Never stop learning. Bye bye.